Going to do a quick plug at the end of this video for a product. It's the boots. If you don't want to see me plugging a product, when the video ends and the credits roll, you can leave. But after the credits will be a quick discussion about the product. So meanwhile, a bunch of people, a lot of people sent me this story. And if you go to the store and go through the frozen food section, you might see products in there branded along with the same companies that have restaurants. So you'll see TGI Fridays mozzarella sticks in the freezer section of your grocery store. And they're being sued because the mozzarella sticks apparently contain no mozzarella. How much mozzarella? None. A little? No, zero. Are they half mozzarella? No. 1/3? No, zero. They got no mozzarella. They could have anything else, just no mozzarella. So if you wanted mozzarella-free sticks, you can buy the TGI Fridays mozzarella sticks. But most people didn't know that. So a lawsuit was filed, and the lawsuit has actually been ruled on once by a judge already. So the lawsuit's not new news. It's what happened recently in court. Orlando Merriquin wrote this for USA Today, and I got literally hundreds of this sent to me, so thank you very much. A judge agreed to let TGI Fridays, the restaurant, off the hook in a class action lawsuit that claims a TGI Fridays branded mozzarella stick snack is misleading because it contains no mozzarella cheese. Now, the court allowed the lawsuit to proceed against the manufacturer of the products, and I suspect that's because these are not what's sold in the restaurants. Meaning, if you go to a restaurant, a TGI Fridays, and order whatever the sticks are there, they're probably properly labeled, or they're not these. But he said that you can continue the lawsuit against the manufacturer because the manufacturer is a separate entity that makes these things, brands them, puts them in boxes, gets them into stores, and sells them that way. So normally, it would be unfair to have a consumer forced to sue a remote manufacturer when they bought the product from somebody else. So if this had happened in a restaurant where they served you the non-mozzarella containing mozzarella sticks, you should have had a good cause of action against the restaurant. But that's not what's happening here. These are in stores. And so the court is saying, yeah, you can go ahead and proceed against the manufacturer. The lawsuit was filed in federal court last year by a woman against TGI Fridays and the snack manufacturer Inventure Foods over a snack product called TGI Fridays Mozzarella Stick Snacks. Meanwhile, the woman claims the product is misbranded and misleads consumers into believing it might contain mozzarella. Because, in fact, it only contains cheddar. It contains zero mozzarella. Federal judge denied motions from both defendants to throw the case out entirely, but did grant the restaurant's motion to be removed as a defendant because he found the restaurant chain's only role in the product was as a licensor. So they've licensed somebody to use their name. Somebody using their name has called these mozzarella sticks, and they contain zero mozzarella. While plaintiff makes wide-ranging allegations in her complaint about TGIF's role in the creation of the product's packaging and the complaint show that TGI Fridays is only the licensor of the mark, wrote the judge in his memorandum. He's referring to the trademark. So TGI Fridays is trademarked. The judge wrote that a company licensing its trademark to appear on a product is not enough to make it liable for misleading advertising. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, and I actually myself disagree with it too. Because I think that if I put my name on a product and I discover that someone's misleading people with that product, that I should say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that with my trademark. And I suspect that the license agreement between the food manufacturer and TGI Fridays is probably about that thick. And buried in there has got to be some clauses about what can and cannot be done with the trademark. Now, obviously, you're going to say it's got to be put on food products, right? But the question is, shouldn't TGI Fridays say that the food products have got to be good, not tick people off, and not mislead them? I would think so, but apparently not. Meanwhile, the plaintiff in this case is an Illinois resident, said she purchased a 6-pack of the product on Amazon last year and mistakenly believed the sticks would contain mozzarella because the listing didn't provide a description of the ingredients. Now, the product is labeled mozzarella stick snacks and features an image of what appear to be mozzarella sticks. Now, I'm not sure how you can tell mozzarella from cheddar in a photograph, but especially after it's been deep fried. But the back label specifies the sticks contain no mozzarella, but the woman said she would have still reasonably believed the product contains mozzarella, given the prominence of the words mozzarella and a reasonable understanding that mozzarella sticks, by definition, contain mozzarella. Now, again, the label on the back of the package says no mozzarella. That to me also seems odd, but you go, well, but that is putting somebody on notice, right? And that seems like a good thing, of course, until you buy them on Amazon, where you can't actually examine the package. And sometimes they got photographs of the front, photographs of the back. Apparently she's saying that she did not see the back because of the way they were advertised, and therefore had no notice that the mozzarella sticks contained no mozzarella. So that's a strange one, but you could just add that to the list of things out there, the strawberry Pop-Tarts, the vanilla flavoring, whatever it is, where there's a word like vanilla, and you discover that the product contains no actual vanilla, or strawberry Pop-Tarts contain no actual strawberries. And so the mozzarella sticks contain no mozzarella. It's getting to the point where I think we're learning as consumers that pretty much you are on your own and all bets are off, because you can be buying anything, and discover that whatever it's titled, there's no connection to what you're buying, other than the fact that somebody said, oh, let's call these things this and see how that works. So there you go. It's a crazy story involving mozzarella sticks containing no mozzarella. Orlando Mayor Quinn wrote this for USA Today. But again, that's not saying that's true of the sticks in the restaurants. We're talking about the mozzarella sticks that are sold in the frozen section of your local store and or on Amazon. Questions or comments, put them below. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. I went to the doctor and he said, I have acute appendicitis. And I said, compared to who?
I've been doing videos on YouTube now for 8 years. The entire time I've been on YouTube, I've actually only endorsed one product. And I've also, at one point in time, endorsed a service. Friends of mine who are lawyers. Another story altogether. But Rock Rooster Boots. And a while back, I get asked to endorse stuff all the time. And I've had people pitch all kinds of stuff. And it's gotten to the point where I get pitches daily. Literally every single day. People say, do you want to promote this, promote this? And I look at 99% of it and go, what do I know about virtual private networks? What do I know about breakfast cereal, But somebody said, Steve, are you interested in footwear? I said, well, you know something? I wear shoes. I said, if you send me a pair of shoes and I like them, I will consider endorsing them. They sent me a pair of boots, and I've mentioned this before. They sent me a pair of work boots, and I wore them. I love them. And prior to that, I used to wear Doc Marten work boots. And Doc Marten work boots are durable, very, very durable. But the Rock Rooster boots are durable and comfortable. And I loved them. And I use them all the time. I wear them all the time. I love those boots. So a little while later, the people at Rock Rooster contacted me and said, Steve, we got a lot of response from you doing a video. Are you interested in talking about some other things? Because I primarily talk about the boots because I want to talk about my own personal experience. I'm not going to talk about the ladies' footwear because I don't wear ladies' footwear that you know of. So they sent me a pair of hiking shoes. And I think I may have done a video where I talked about these specifically. But if not, these are shoes designed for hiking. So these are actually not in brand new condition because I've worn them a bunch of times. I walked the Mackinac Bridge Walk in these, among other things. I spent several days hiking around the UP wearing these. And these are extremely comfortable hiking shoes. And you'll also notice it says Goodyear right there because they are, in fact, using officially licensed rubber from Goodyear. These shoes are durable. They're comfortable. I love these shoes. These are now my day-to-day footwear when I'm not wearing the boots. So I was wearing the boots. I was wearing the shoes, loving them. And I'm going to let you know, I said in my previous 2 videos, if you order the boots and the shoes, please let me know your experience. Because I don't want to be talking about a product based only on my experience, because for all I know, I got lucky. Maybe I got the one good pair of shoes. I don't know. So I've gotten feedback now from several dozen people who said, Steve, I ordered the shoes, I ordered the boots. I've even had women order the shoes and order the boots. And they've said, these are very comfortable. They're very durable. Love them. Love them. I've not gotten a single negative piece of feedback from anybody on my channel saying, Steve, I ordered shoes or boots based on your recommendation. I didn't like them. Not a single one. So that's impressive to me. And some of the people who wrote to me are people I've dealt with before, just in correspondence, and some were not. I've actually had somebody say, Steve, you don't know me. First-time writer. Ordered the boots based on your recommendation. Love them. I've worn them a bunch of times. I love them. So that's pretty cool. And I'm glad, because I would have been mortified if I had endorsed a product and people came back and said, Steve, we got ripped off. Horrible, horrible, horrible experience. I'd be mortified. I would be. So I'd be embarrassed and I'd apologize. But Rock Rooster boots and shoes are amazing. So I'm going to let you know that over the time since the last time I did a video, they've contacted me a few times and said, Steve, come on, are you going to do another one? You going to do another one? And I said, well, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But meanwhile, they said, also, we make women's footwear. And I mentioned this in the previous video, I know, but just to let you know. They said, do you know any women who wear footwear? And I said, I'm sure I can scrounge a few up. Why? So they said, get some sizes for us. So I got some sizes, and I had some friends of mine who are of the lady persuasion, wear the shoes and boots, and they came back and said, Steve, love these. Love these. And by the way, I understand that women can be pickier about footwear than men can be. Guys are like, hey, it's shoes. Women are like, oh, what's it look like? You know, how does it feel? What does it look like it feels like? But the women I know have said they love this stuff. And in fact, the most recent product they sent me is this right here, and it's a hiking boot. So I had a hiking shoe earlier, hiking shoe, and a work boot. This is a hiking boot. It's got dirt on it because I was hiking in it. But extremely comfortable, extremely comfortable. It's got a really, really good support here. And again, it's made out of high-quality, durable material, and that right there is authentic Michigan dirt. And again, these are great hiking boots. Now, I'll admit I didn't go hike the Matterhorn, and I didn't hike Everest, but I've hiked around in these, and they're extremely comfortable. They give you the support right here, which you worry about because you don't want to twist your ankle and you step on something, especially when you're running a chainsaw. So I think they look good too. But hiking boot. And so when they sent me this, I said, get me one in a lady's size. I can get an opinion on that one also. And I passed it along to my lady tester, the woman who I had test my previous ones. She wore them, came back and said, absolutely. Meanwhile, along the way, one friend of mine I was talking to about this. And he goes, those look really cool. He goes, I'll order a pair. And I said, no, I think I can get you a pair. I'm sure Rock Rooster won't mind me. So I said, what style do you want? What size do you want? And he told me. And I sent him a note and I said, hey, I need a pair of these in this size here. And I didn't specify why. And they sent them to me. I give them to my friend, and my friend is actually he's a professor. He teaches. He walks around a campus, but he's on his feet a lot. And so I got him the shoes, and a few weeks later, I contacted him. I go, dude, how do you like the shoes? He goes, I love these things. He said, I wear them all the time now. I love these things. They're comfortable. I stand all day. And I've taught before. You're standing in front of a class for an hour, talking, walking back and forth. And because you're thinking of something else, it distracts you. But later on, you're like, oh my God, my feet hurt, you know? So he goes, I love these things. I love these things. So overwhelmingly, everybody I've introduced to these boots has loved them. Okay, so I'm going to let you know right now, I sent a note to the people at Rock Rooster and said, I'm about to do another video because of all these other people have had tested these boots, plus I got the hiking boots from you. I said, is there anything I should emphasize for my audience regarding Christmas sales or discounts? And so what they tell you to do is this. I'm going to put a link in the description below the video. Click that link. It takes you to Rock Rooster. Shop around. If there's anything that strikes your fancy and you order it, I will get a slice of that. And I'm letting you know that right now. Full disclosure. But they say they've got a Christmas sale going on right now. And if you type in the code RRXMAS, which is Rock Rooster Christmas, but abbreviated, RRXMAS22, you'll get a 20% discount. 20% discount. And they ask that you use the referral link so that they know that I sent you. So please make sure they click the link and the orders will count. And so they've got a bunch of new sizes, a bunch of new collections, and they said for the new collections, OT/OC collections, there'll be one size smaller, so if you're purchasing the boots, please tell them to buy one size bigger. And so that information will probably be on the site as you shop. But again, click on the link below, type in that code, you'll get 20% off. And I know someone's going to type below and go, Steve, I can't believe you're pitching products. Well, you know something? This is a product I actually use. So if you go to the closet where I've got shoes, right? I got running shoes that I run in. I've got sandals. I wear them outside in the warm weather with sandals. And I had a pair of work boots that I wore whenever I was working. And now I've got these Rock Rooster boots that I wear when I'm hiking, when I'm working, and the ones I wear the shoes I wear when I'm walking around. These are legitimately good products. And I'm endorsing something that's a good product. So you may have heard that there is a scandal going on right now about a company called Established Titles, where they had a business model where they'd say that you could pay them some money and they could wave a magic wand and turn you into a lord or lady under Scottish law or something. And those people approached me too. And they were one of the many people that approached me. I looked at it and said, can't endorse that. And I'll let you know, I've had people also contact me and say, Steve, for instance, what kind of microphone do you use? What kind of camera do you use? What kind of other stuff do you use? And I tell people this stuff. And I don't have an endorsement deal with Electro Voice. I don't have an endorsement deal with JVC. But I'll tell you this stuff because these are products I use and I like them. And so I've always thought that it was important for consumers to have access to information such that they can make informed purchasing decisions. And so if I get a product I like, I'll tell you about it. I get a product I won't like, I'll tell you about that too. I've done videos about products I don't like. So I'm here telling you that Rock Rooster makes great footwear. And now I can tell you that based on the 2 previous videos I've done, I've gotten so much positive feedback that it ain't just me with the rose-colored glasses based on the fact I get a slice of the action. It's based on the fact that other people, many of whom I don't know, have said, Steve, I followed your advice, ordered these, and I love them. And by the way, they also sell socks. Rock Rooster branded socks. They're the type of socks you'd wear underneath a work boot or in a hiking shoe. They're warm, they're comfortable, and they're durable. I've got a couple pairs of socks of theirs that have been washed like 30 times now. So they're a little pricey. I'm going to let you know that right now. They're a little pricey. But I'm telling you, I will not buy other socks. I will buy Rock Rooster socks going forward because I like them so much. So again, I think I'm talking about you. I think you know me well enough to know that I wouldn't come out here and shoot this video if I didn't believe in the product. So again, the Rock Rooster hiking boots right here. Rock Rooster hiking shoe right there. And yes, you'll notice I double knotted the lace, just like Doc Hollywood. Nice pig, Doc. Thanks. So there you go, Rock Rooster. The link is in the description below the video, as is the discount code, just in time for Christmas. Questions or comments, put them below. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.